Hello my fellow anglers and friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the fishing forecast for a very particular day, November 15th, 2025. This isn't just any day, my friends, it's a true test of skill sitting right at the cusp of late autumn and early winter here in the United Kingdom. We're going to uncover some crucial insights that could turn a potentially tricky day into a triumph on the water. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to approach the UK's waters on this intriguing date. First, let's talk about our prime targets for this mid-November day. With the water cooling, our predatory friends really come into their own. I'm focusing on three species that will give us the best chance: perch, pike, and zander, for wheat perch. These striped warriors are often a reliable bet in colder conditions. Where to find them? My experience tells me they'll be holding in deeper water, close to features like drop-offs, underwater snags, and even dense reed beds. Why there? The deeper water offers more stable temperatures, and those features provide ambush points for their prey. On this particular day, with temperatures dipping, look for them hugging the bottom in 5 to 10 feet of water. What to use? Light to medium spinning tackle with small lures like jigs, small spinners, or even drop-shot rigs will be highly effective. For bait anglers, a small deadbait, a lobworm, or even a bunch of maggots presented on a feeder rig near those same features will tempt them. Remember, perch are active in low light, so dawn and dusk will be prime times. Next up, the elusive pike. November is a classic month for pike fishing, though this day's conditions mean they might be a bit more finicky. Seek them out in slower-moving stretches of rivers, deeper margins of large lakes, and any areas with submerged weed beds or fallen trees providing cover. They are ambush predators, so finding their hideouts is key. Tackle-wise, I'd suggest a medium to heavy spinning rod for lures or a deadbait rod for static fishing. Slow sinking or suspending jerkbaits, large soft plastics fished slowly along the bottom, or even a popped-up deadbait, think a small roach or smelt, are excellent choices. Work your lures with plenty of pauses. The colder water means pike are less likely to chase aggressively. Finally, for those who love a challenge, zander. These nocturnal hunters truly shine as the light fades. They prefer deep, slow-flowing rivers and expansive, deep lakes with minimal vegetation. Tactics for zander on this day should focus on presenting baits or lures close to the bottom in depths of 10 feet or more, particularly as the day transitions into evening. Ledgered deadbaits, especially lamprey sections or small roach, are classic. For lure anglers, soft plastic paddle tails or shads retrieved very slowly along the bottom will entice strikes. Pay attention to changes in depth and bottom structure, as zander will patrol these areas. Now let's break down the conditions for November 15th, 2025 across the United Kingdom. This is where we put the why into our fishing plans. The weather. The forecast for this specific day shows us a largely partly cloudy sky. Temperatures will be quite chilly, ranging from around 30 degrees Fahrenheit or -1 degree Celsius. In the morning, climbing only to about 41 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius during the day. Expect light winds, generally from a westerly direction, which is typical for November. There's only a 20% chance of light rain during the day and a 10% chance of light snow overnight. Atmospheric pressure is looking fairly stable to slowly rising, which can often make fish a bit more predictable than wild fluctuations. The cold air temperature means fish will likely stay deep where temperatures are more consistent. Water temperature. In our freshwater systems across the UK, water temperatures will be on a downward trend, likely settling somewhere between 10 and 12 degrees Celsius or 50 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit in larger still waters and slower rivers. Smaller, shallower waters will be colder, especially with those near freezing air temperatures. Fish are cold-blooded, remember, so this drop in water temperature slows their metabolism. They'll be conserving energy, so presentations need to be slower, and baits need to be presented directly in their feeding zones. They'll seek out thermal refuges, which usually means deeper water or areas with substantial cover. The moon phase. On November 15th, 2025, well be under a waning crescent moon with an illumination of about 18%. Now, some old-timers say the waning crescent is the best for fishing, suggesting fish activity might be slower as the moon wanes towards the new moon. However, in my experience, a low illumination can sometimes mean less light penetration into the water, potentially encouraging some species, especially predators, to feed more actively during daylight hours, or at least be less spooky. It's often a phase that rewards persistence and targeting those key feeding windows around dawn and dusk. Overall fish activity. Considering these conditions, cold, stable weather, dropping water temperatures, and a waning crescent moon, it'd give the overall fishing activity a rating of capricious to average. It won't be a day of easy limits, my friends. The fish will be a bit more lethargic due to the cold, but the stable pressure and partly cloudy skies could offer good, concentrated feeding windows, particularly for predators. Coarse fish will be shoaling tightly in deeper spots, making them harder to locate, but potentially rewarding once found. It's a day that demands patience, precision, and the willingness to move around until you find those active fish. So, there you have it, friends, a comprehensive look at what to expect on November 15th, 2025. I wish you all tight lines and ni chwosta, ni cheshui, as we say in some parts. May your nets be heavy and your spirits light. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this helpful. Subscribe for more forecasts and tips and let me know in the comments below. What are your plans for mid-November fishing? What's your go-to cold water bait? Share your secrets and let's keep this awesome community thriving.